What's good, fam? We got a champ in the building. We're going to defend the belt. Then we're going to do it again and again and again and again. Do you know who I'm talking about? Damien, the Bell, Dibbell. We got him. And he's going to defend that belt again coming up in a little over a week. Oh my goodness, the man's confidence is off the charts. You can tell from the start of the interview, you can tell he means business this time more than ever, I think. I think he's bringing a bit more attitude. He's bringing a bit more flair, if you will, which is very appropriate because it's WrestleMania week, so we need a little Ric Flair, you feel me? Everybody, sit back, relax, listen, watch, grab a beverage. We've got Damien the Bell Dibbell in the building. And always remember, 3, 2, 1. That's a knockout.
3, 2, 1, yeah, that's a knockout. They call me kamikaze, put you in heaven's lobby. On gas, no brakes, you can never stop me. Nah, no, you can never stop me. Yeah, cause I'm the powerslap king.
Slap son, baby! Tell you on the pod. Hey, what's good, fam? Oh, there must be a championship belt on the line coming up. Damien, you ready?
Oh, I'm ready, brother. Let me tell you, I already got
right,
the place
let's
on my
do it.
mantle set up. Let's do it.
All right, everybody. Welcome to Slap Son. We got the champ in the building. He's a samurai, son. Look behind him. He's got all the edges in the game. He's going to defend his belt another time. Everybody give it up for Damien Dibbell.
Thank you,
up,
guys.
dude?
Appreciate it. Hey, I'm doing great, man. I'm just hanging out, doing standing interviews. I got the shades on indoors. I'm in my villain arc, okay? And I'm ready to talk my shit and be exciting. Y'all wanted me to be excited? Now you're going to get that inside of me, all right? Let's run.
Yes, sir. You ever seen Training Day? Pop, 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 pop. Come on now. We're about to get wet.
You don't know
King
what
Kong
you
got
asked
nothing
for.
on Damien. Dude, all right, man. Well, hey, you were such, and I love this about you, you're such an active champion, right? And I think this is the first time, I think since I've known you, that you've had a longer waiting period. Do you feel it was longer than usual? Did you want to wait a little bit longer? Kind of walk us through how you went from your last defense to this moment.
So for my last defense, I honestly want to get back in immediately. I've been wanting to get back in.
Really?
I've been saying I've been trying to get to Dorian. I was hitting up Frank immediately after Dorian won. Zakir. I've been just trying to get anyone to fight me. So I'm just happy to be finally back up there. I don't know why they put me to the side. They kind of just, threw me to the corner for a while, but I'm back. And I'm hoping after I knock out Darius, I stay on that roll, see how many defenses we could rack up in a year. If I knock everyone out in one hit, I want to be on every card. I think I deserved it. Fuck them. Just keep lining them, line them up. And let me knock them down. That's it.
I like this new Damien energy. This is great. So my kid I was fist bumping my kid. So he's being so funny, dude. So anyway, no, dude, I love this energy because I've said it a bunch. I'm getting more. It sounds crazy, Damien, but because I've been doing this for 2 years now. But I really am getting more and more comfortable in my own voice when it comes to expressing things in the sport of power slap, right? And I've been more honest lately about this is what the sport's lacking. Look, you can't force yourself to be a Conor McGregor type, right? Like it's got to be natural. You know what I mean? But the sport has lacked some of the energy. I mean, we've got champs that don't do interviews a lot. They're kind of quiet, which is all good. But at the end of the day, to bring some energy and let the public know, hey, I was talking to Frank. Hey, I was talking to Dorian. I was talking to Zakir, like all these guys, is good for the fans, bro, because they would go, oh, okay. So we get a little peek behind the curtain. He was trying to be active, and I think the fans appreciate that, dude.
Oh, yeah. So I've always tried to be as active as possible in that sense. Like, I'm not usually one to turn down interviews. Me and you talked. I've had a lot going on in the past, so we've just been trying to stay as active as possible and keep pushing forward. And that's all you can ask from a champion. Like, just got to keep pulling your A game and put your best foot forward.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Um, you know, between Ron, Anthony, you, we'll see how long Isaiah's run is. Cole's he's a new champ. We got Dane who's a new champ, but I love you, Anthony, and Ron in particular in your title reigns because you show that there can be a longer career in a fight game that people perceive as short as can be. Not to say you can be an old man, not to say you can do this for 20 years, right? But
Yeah.
you've shown that you can have longevity. Is that one of your more prouder achievements in this sport?
I would definitely have to say so, just showing that, like, I in my division in particular too, I feel quite proud in cementing the one of the longest reigning champions ever in the sport is at heavyweight. And the next person that takes this belt whenever I retire, because no one's beating me, so whenever I vacate it,
Talk your shit.
get
Yeah,
a
yeah,
little
yeah, yeah.
bored, I'll let it go to the people. And that next champion is going to have some big shoes to fill. They're going to have a hard time holding on to that belt, doing the same thing I did, especially with the talent getting exponentially better. I mean, I've fought great guys since day one, but it's only going to get harder and harder as we get more bigger names, more talent, more people with the money to train and really put the best foot forward for the sport. So I feel like it's just that evolution, but where I'm at right now, I'm proud of cementing that you can build a legacy doing this sport. Like you could really stay up there and bang it out for quite a while, especially the better you are at it, the more knockouts you get, the less damage you take, the longer you can do it.
Yeah, absolutely, man. And I love watching the sport continue to grow with champs like you and being honest about it because in life, man, how many times do we need to learn that what we think is awkward or stupid or has no legs, if you will, that whole thing? We are finding that all y'all were just lying. Y'all were lying. Look, when I was in high school, dog, Chris Rock had the best bit about the Spice Girls. He gets on stage, dog, and he's like, Spice Girls sold 2 million albums, but nobody bought it. What's going on there? That's power slap, motherfucker. Yeah, I hate that shit, but you're all watching it, and you're finally coming out, and we're here for it. We're watching it grow, and I love that you're one of those champs pushing that envelope, man, pushing the audience, man.
Oh yeah, I really appreciate it. I just try to put the best foot forward for the sport. I may not be as active on social media, but when I am in the public eye, I try to hold myself to a higher standard. Just be a upstanding person. Don't be acting foolish and just cussing out the crowd every time you don't want to talk to anybody
Yeah.
and flipping off the crowd and being a little ridiculous and missing weight 3 times in a row and just being genuinely dumb, a little low IQ, but it's okay. It's okay. We'll move past that. Sorry. What were we talking about?
No, you're good. You're good. No, you're good. You're good. No, I think when I hear you say that, what I think is, and it kind of plays into the Connor comment, that I was making is if that's who you are, then it has to come across as such. It
Yeah.
can't be who you're not. You can't try and force to get the views, if you will. Like it has to be a part of you. And I think when you do show up on social, when you do show up to interviews, you are your natural self. And if you're going to get underneath someone's skin, it's because you did it, not because you called out their why. You know what I mean? It wasn't like a dirty
Yeah.
tactic. And
Yeah,
I
no, it's
think
because you
that's
genuinely
all.
mess with them. Yeah. I'd have to
Yes.
agree with you
Yeah.
100%. Like you genuinely got under their skin. You bothered them. Like many of people have tried to do that with me. I'm too happy, man. I'm elevated. All right. I'm chilling. I ain't worried about y'all. All right. You can say what you want to say. I'm still gonna knock you out. But that's a different conversation. but I,
Yeah. Yeah.
but yeah, it's just
But no, I
try
think
be honest with it. Like you can't. It's so easy to
there
tell
we
when it's
go.
fake.
There we
Like
go.
it's so easy to tell when you're just putting on the act, and then like when you switch up on people, it's like, oh, have footage of you, and fans saw you hanging out with this person, being all right, and then all of a sudden you get on stage and it's just a completely different person. It's like it's the worst kind of WWE in my opinion. Like we're already bringing the wrestlers in, and you got that
Ah,
fake like this is what I imagine some little kids acting out wrestling doing in their like living room. Like you're being a little ridiculous.
yeah, yeah. Uh, but I love watching it shape up to more of a natural thing now, right? I
Oh yeah.
think, and you know what? Fair, you know what? Credit where credit's due. Maybe look, I wasn't, I wasn't there in the beginning of the sport as a contestant, right? So maybe they felt pressure to be like that, which could be real. But I like that it's just becoming more of a natural thing, right? Like I feel like you bringing this different type of energy. I think that was always there, and this comes across as natural. I feel like Logan, talking to shit about crazy. I feel like that's Logan. I don't think that's an act, and it's so good for the sport because it allows us to get to know you guys a little bit better in this unique way, and it builds the card naturally, and more eyeballs come naturally. And dude, I'm very excited to see you get back up there and to see how that plays out. And it's all because of what's going on and how we're growing it in this organic way.
Yeah, I appreciate that. It definitely helps build that human connection. Like no it helps people actually relate to like, oh, he has a reason he's pissed
Yeah.
off at this person. I want to see that dude get his revenge, or oh, they got beef. I want to see him get his due and knock his boy out. Like, I feel like it really helps bring that element and bring more eyes to it because people are actually going to care what happens. It's not just oh, two dudes get knocked, slapping each other, and one dude gets knocked out. That's cool and all that, but like they actually care about the story and the behind the scenes aspect more.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we're going to see more and more of that, speaking from us. Um, we did that short doc on Luke and I'm super proud of it, but we had never done something like that. And every day I'm learning in this media world how to like, oh, I like this angle, like, all the different things. And that's what we're working on in the background. And I couldn't be more excited because dude, Damien, everybody is so unique in this world. And I don't think the world knows that. And to, to get that out there I think that's needed. Don't you think that's needed?
Oh, for sure. You definitely just gotta let your personality. Everyone's got their own little pizzazz to them, and I feel like you just gotta let that go and let people see what you are.
Yes. Yeah. Who you actually are, not who you think they think you should be.
Exactly. Like I'm sure everyone remember the. I don't know if everyone remembers, but the weigh-ins with me and Ryan Phillips, where we did the little pushing thing, and he was like, we were talking back and forth. That that just felt so disingenuous. But looking back at it now, you like
Yeah.
you can just see how bad it is. I'm just like cringing every time. But then you see the weigh-ins with me and Wes, and Wes actually looks like he's trying to swing on me, like he actually has a problem with me, and
Whoa.
it helps build that viewer base. So yeah, I feel like being yourself is what we really need more of.
Yeah. No, I love that answer, man. I love it. Do you feel um it's funny, bro. I joke with you guys, I joke with wifey. There's like 5 top questions you ask every striker every time, right? So forgive these that are coming.
You're all good.
But okay, man, I'm just throwing that out there now. So prepping for this, I don't know how much more exact in practice you can get, right? I don't know how much more exact you can get practicing even defense. I think it comes down to with the rain you've had, it just comes down to when is it going to be the other guy's night. So my question to you is, and I promise this is genuine because I think I know your answer, but do you feel like your quote unquote night is coming in the near future? You have a lot longer road ahead of you to keep defending, keep defending.
Honestly, at this point, I feel like I have a long road. I feel like
Okay.
I'm going to retire when I decide done holding the belt. I've done everything I could do. I've rematched Dorian, beat him. I've done my reign, done my time, and just decide to vacate it, go on and do something else. I don't feel like my night is coming because yeah, there's only so precise you could get, but I've been getting stronger, bigger and stronger every match. Like, I think my last match, I
Mm,
was walking around 270, 280. This match, I was walking around 290 for a good while before they gave me the call and I
damn.
actually started cutting. Yeah, I'm a lot bigger than I was even my last match. And every match, I'm putting on more muscle, getting stronger, getting better. Just I push the envelope every single match, and I mean it when I say I'm confident I'm gonna knock him out, but I'm not taking any chances in my preparation for knocking him out. I'm every
Yeah.
opponent is getting 130% effort. Every single ounce that I could give is what I'm putting out when I'm training, and that's just not only for this event, but also the other aspects of my life. It helps me feel more confident. I'm moving better in my everyday life. Like I'm doing, I I'm a blue collar worker, so I'm lifting shit, I'm carrying
Yeah.
stuff, I'm running back and forth. So being strong is an aspect that helps in my day to day life. So, it's kind of transitioned. Just I'm enjoying the workout, I'm enjoying the grind, I'm enjoying getting stronger faster every single day. So it's just I've been having too much fun to let off the gas now, and I feel like I have a long road ahead of
Oh,
me.
I, dude, I love that answer at the end. You're having too much fun, man. You're having too much fun. Because you got started so young in it, right? Dude, you really could retire on top and still be like a young man. um,
Yeah.
is that, you know what I mean? Like, so when we talked our very first interview, I think my reaction was very genuine. And you're like, oh yeah, I'm studying law school, this and that, right? And is that is that still part of your story you want to have play out as you retire on top and then you just go practice law?
See, that's a difficult thing because I've been thinking about it and I do want to continue going down that course, but I've talked with my wife, a couple of personal people that I know very dearly, and my family in general, everyone that knows me. I've always wanted to be a fighter without knowing I want to be a fighter, if that makes sense. Like once I found this world
Interesting.
and
Yeah, that makes
got
sense.
involved with it, I just fell in love with fighting. I've turned my whole life into training and fighting, and it's always been my it's always been my dream. I don't know how far I'll be able to take it, but I've always wanted to try going into boxing just to see how far I could push that envelope. I've challenged myself in this sport and I've had fun with it, but I want to do something a little bit more next time. That's why I'm thinking about if I do retire, going into boxing first and seeing what I can do with that. And I know everyone's gonna say, Damien, the head trauma. What if you get that CTE and you can't study as well? Well, that's the risk you take in life to do the things you're passionate about. That's kind of where I'm at right now. So if I do retire early, and it's still up in the air, but that's kind of the path I'd want to go down is just retiring on top and seeing where I could take it in the actual boxing and, MMA space.
Yeah. No, I love that answer, man. I wasn't expecting that. So, um, the the scratching the itch of getting in the fight game obviously is working out, and so now that kind of has broadened your thinking process of, oh, hey, maybe when I am done in this particular world, I want to try this world of fighting. Dude, I love that. That's awesome.
Yeah, so I just figured that's something I've been thinking about. I mean, I'll be probably 25, 26 before I even think about retiring. So
Oh,
many
so
things could
young
change
still.
by then. But yeah, as I
Man,
said,
yeah.
for fighting, I mean, I feel like as long as I'm training, which I'm doing right now, I mean, I've been training for it for years at this point. So that's why I'm also like, I've been training for it for so long. I feel like it'd be a great opportunity for me and just see where it ends up. The worst you
Yeah.
could do is
No,
lose.
that's way cool,
That's
man.
it.
Yeah, right? And dude, I just have to say this. When it comes to the head trauma, fam, oh my God. So this is becoming more and more of a soapbox for me because I was that person on the outside looking in going, what the shit? Like, what's going on? That kind of thing. But when you actually break it down, and Damien, let me know what you think about this, man. Like, just be honest. When it comes to the head trauma thing, okay, I get it. The power slap sport is very specifically violent. Totally understand.
Yeah,
However,
agreed.
did you watch the last card of UFC? Grasso nearly killed that girl, man. Like, she didn't know where she was. She was dead,
Oh.
son. And I mean that with respect. I'm obviously trying to be a little funny, but you take that and then you take any other UFC match where he's got a hematoma on his forehead, and it's a guy's job to elbow the shit out of that and try and make it pop. I just think it's, if you're being fair, you have to agree that it's just an adult, it's just an athlete's choice on how they want to compete and deal with it. Because you're talking football, you're talking WWE, you're talking baseball if it hits you in the head, you're talking UFC. Like, I don't think head trauma gets a get out of jail free card in MMA. No.
Yeah, it's really just two consenting adults agreeing to do something, and the result is a result. Like, head trauma is not the goal, but it's a product of doing what these people love. People love hockey, baseball, football, whatever the sport is. They love what they're doing, and that's the risk that you sign up for when you do what you love to do. Like, if it's right there, no one hides what the sport is. No one tries to downplay how violent it is or what we're doing or what any of these athletes are doing. Everyone knows what's being signed up for. You still got kids dreaming to be these professional players, these professional fighters out here. It's just human nature to do what you want to do. Like, let's be real here. Just you
And
go for your passions. Like, I don't know. That's just my
100%,
perception
man.
of it.
No, I think that's real because look, I think it's just because they get right to the point fast, and people maybe don't like the fact that you can't defend yourself. But all that aside, that's what the sport is. So if you're talking just head trauma in general, okay, fair. But you can't all of a sudden ignore all the other stuff just because we go about this athletic event in this way, if that makes sense.
Yeah. And there's still technically ways you can defend yourself. There's some ways that you're able to take a hit where you're less likely to get knocked out or more likely to get knocked out. Like, that plays a factor into these matches. Many of the fighters have gone over this. Like, how you take a hit matters.
True.
It's kind of the art of taking a hit to the face is how I'd put it. But
yeah,
it's
it's
even
good,
worse
man.
when you don't know when it's coming. Like, in boxing or MMA, when they get snuck, that's a way worse hit, not knowing when it's coming for you and just all of a sudden you're rocked. Like, and it's also, you get hit in the head way more often in all these other sports. This is why I don't advocate for, these fighters that go around getting hit in the head just for fun. You save that for the ring. Like, I don't never let nobody touch my face unless it's in that ring. Like, it don't matter who it is. I'll be real with you. People,
dude, I
all
think
the
that's
time.
wise. I think that's wise words, man. That made me think of is after NOLA, you had all those fucking belts strapped out, just showing that you're the king in this or whatever. And I walked up to you asking if Taylor could slap you, and no hesitation, fam. He goes, you're gonna have to pay me to do that. So he's talking truth right now. He doesn't get hit for fun. He gets hit for a career. You feel me?
That's been my biggest joke. Anytime someone's like, they keep asking and asking, I'll be like, all right, $10K right here, right now. You got to pull that money
that's
out.
What you said. That's what you said.
Yep. That's my number.
So much respect. Yeah. So much respect, man. And frankly, if it's a really famous influencer, because they show up to the fight sometimes, if Logan Paul happens to come to it and he asks you, the price triples. It's $30,000 to smack me in the face.
Logan Paul shows up and asks how much, I'm telling him $500K right now. I know you got it, bro. I know you just boxed fucking Anthony Joshua. You got that shit in your pocket right now.
That's so good, man. Well, Damien, dude, it's good. It's going to be so good to see you back up there. The card is coming together really well. I'm going to, I totally got by the Ellie Dempster and Nina, I totally fell for it, bro. I was like, what the fuck? but beyond that, the card's still looking really good.
Everything else was still looking good. They really had to play out them fucking April jokes. Like, I was on social media like, wait, what the fuck is happening?
For real. Because
I saw the double slap rule. I was like, wait a minute, hold on, what is happening?
Oh, dude. I read that and I was about to comment. Bro, and I'm glad I paused because I was going to be super sarcastic. And read at the very fine print, this is a joke. I was like, oh god, it's April Fool's again. These motherfuckers keep getting me, man.
Every time, bro. Every time April comes around, I forget. It's because I had all my doctors, like medicals, on April's 1st. So I've had to like deal with all that shit in the morning. Yeah, I've been at the doctor's office doing duck walks and knuckle push-ups and stuff. Like, nah. I was not thinking about.
Ain't nobody
April
got time
Fools.
to get fooled. Yeah, dude. No, man, the card's coming together really well. Despite all the noise, you know, obviously we're really entrenched in this world, but even so, I think the cards more and more are getting to the point of just somebody casual can look at that now and be interested. You know, they're running the promos. I guess they're not pay-per-views anymore, but they are running promos about Slap on those bigger numbered events. And it's just been fun to watch it, man. And for forever how long you are around, we're going to be there, you know, watching it and seeing your career. And dude, I'm excited for you. I'm excited for this match. Hopefully we get to talk to Darius as well. There's some history there, obviously. And I think this is a good way to finish up that story, if you will, between you and Darius.
I couldn't agree more. I think this is going to be a beautiful closeout to who the best heavyweight champion in Power Slap has and forever will be. Because, you know, once I beat him, it's pretty much case closed.
Yeah, I love it, man. Well, Damien, man, where can everybody find you on social media and they can follow this whole crazy journey?
You know, the Bell SF, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, TikTok. If it's a random Chinese app, it's probably not me, but, you know, maybe one day.
Maybe one day. All right. Well, brother, everybody, it's going down. WrestleMania week, for crying out loud. If you're going to watch a card, this is it. There's going to be a ton of eyeballs, a lot of energy. Las Vegas got a new home at the Chelsea Sun. Going to be a little Broadway show action with that stage. Let's do this. Damien, thank you again for coming on.
Thank you, man. Have a good one.